Understanding the principles of design and how they interact is vital for both startup designers and experts. Implementing them with a purpose is key to creating visually appealing, functional designs.
As this YouTube channel will turn 12 years old by the 5th of August 2023, we will be discussing 12 basic principles of design. If you are new to NATEch of Cebu, just hit the subscribe button for free.
Contrast is the first principle. It is the difference between various elements within a design that makes them distinctive from each other.
Balance is the second principle of design. It can be symmetrical with items of equal weight on either side of a center line, or non-symmetrical with items of different weights that are laid out in relation to a line that may be centered or not.
Emphasis is the third principle. It causes certain parts of a design to stand out compared to other elements. Conversely, it can also be used to minimize how much an element stands out, like fine print.
Proportion is the fourth principle of design. It is the size of elements in relation to one another. Larger elements tend to be seen as more important than smaller ones.
Hierarchy is the fifth principle. It refers to the importance of elements within a design. Repetition is the sixth principle of design. It reinforces an idea or a perception. It can be done through things like using the same format for headers, reusing the same colors, images, or similar choices.
Rhythm is the seventh principle. The spacing between elements can create a sense of it. Rhythms can be used to create a variety of emotions, including calmness with regular rhythms and excitement with irregular ones.
Pattern is the eighth principle of design. It can refer to the repetition of design elements like wallpaper patterns. It can also refer to set standards for how certain elements are designed, such as top navigation.
Spacing is the ninth principle. It refers to design areas that have no elements. This space is important for making a design look organized as well as making various elements stand out.
Movement is the 10th principle of design. It is the way a person's eyes travel over a design. The most important element should lead to the second most important one, and so on. This can be done by positioning, emphasis, and other design principles.
Variety is the 11th principle. It creates visual interest in a design. It can be created through typography, color, images, textures, and any other design element virtually. It prevents designs from becoming monotonous and boring.
Unity is the 12th principle of design. It is how well the elements of a design work together. Each element should be clearly visualized.
The large header creates emphasis on that particular text, while the smaller type appears less important due to proportion. The shapes in the background create a sense of random rhythm and movement, while the similar color scheme between them creates unity. Stronger and larger shapes on the right balance the text and white space on the left.
We will be drawing an existing logo in PowerPoint. The Samsung logo features the white text in front of a tilted blue oval. We will first draw that oval.
In the upper left screen, select Insert. Under that tab, click Shapes and select the oval icon. Once you have the oval in PowerPoint, the default color automatically sets to a tint of blue that is lighter than the Samsung logo. Right-click on that oval and select Size and Position. Set the height to 0.49 centimeters, width to 34.33 centimeters, and rotation to 350 degrees so that the oval will be tilted by 10 degrees. Changing the shape fill color is the next thing to do for this oval. Right-click again on this time, select Format Shape to change the oval's fill color. For buttons under the Fill panel, select Solid Fill. For those buttons under the Line panel, select No Line. On panel, click on the Paint Bucket icon and select More Colors to preset a customized fill color. Pop-up box appears. Set the red value to 3, green value to 78, and blue value to 162. The equivalent hex value, which features a number sign followed by the combined two-digit octal numbers for the three colors red, green, and blue, is number 034EA2. As a solid fill color, the transparency should be set to 0%. Click OK. On left of the screen, select Insert. Under that tab, click Shapes and select the rectangle icon. Once a plus sign pointer appears, click from the upper left to the lower right of the tilted blue oval. Once 8 dots appear around the rectangle, type SAMSUNG. Run that rectangle to set the fill and line radio buttons to no fill and no line respectively. For the font panel below the Transition and Animations tabs on the upper left, choose Arial Black for the font and 120 for the font size on these drop-down boxes. Just to the lower right of the font panel, there is a letter A with a colored underline. Click on that font color icon and select White Background 1 on the upper leftmost part of the color palette. You have just drawn a Samsung logo in Microsoft PowerPoint.
Samsung is literally Korean for 3 stars. NATEch of Cebu will be turning 12 years old on the 5th of August 2023, while South Korea is hosting the 25th World Jamboree in Seoul. This YouTube channel was created in the midst of an international scouting event when Sweden hosted it in 2011.